Hello, this is XOSÉ Castro. I'm a translator, proofreader, and copywriter, and I live in Madrid, in Spain. And today I want to give you some YAP tips. Specifically, I want to talk today about productivity hardware for translators, interpreters, and proofreaders. This is going to be my personal view of some of the hardware and devices I use on a daily basis in order to be more productive. And I wanted to talk about these because some of these gadgets and devices sometimes are not considered by colleagues as a productivity tool. So let me introduce you some of the things I would like to talk about today. I'm not an interpreter myself, I just worked as a consecutive interpreter in the past, but this is something really important for interpreters working in the booth, and it is the note-taking process. Some of our colleagues, maybe some of you, don't use tablets or digital pens or smart pens like this because you don't feel like the real thing. This is a tablet, this is a Wacom tablet, and this is a smart pen. So basically the smart pen, you write on any surface, usually on a tablet, and it transfers the information to your computer, or you can write on the tablet itself. But some colleagues say that they don't feel like a real pen when they write with one of these devices. But this is changing a lot, and now we have some smart pens, really interesting smart pens or stylus, like this one. This one is called LiveScribe. And it's a digital pen with an integrated camera, so you can write. In fact, it's a real pen. This is a ballpoint pen, so you can write on a real paper, like you will do with a regular pen. And this camera will record everything you write, and it will transfer it to a tablet, to a mobile device, or a computer, or even you can save it in the digital pen and transfer it later when you get back to your office. I was talking to some of my colleagues working in booths as interpreters, and they told me for most of them, the most convenient tablet, and this is a personal decision of course, is Microsoft Surface. Microsoft Surface, maybe you already know it, is really a computer with a tablet shape. And the stylus, the smart pen for the Microsoft Surface works really well. And I tried, and it's really similar to handwriting with a pen. So take a look at it. There's a plethora of devices in the market you can compare and try. And I strongly recommend to read this manual, the Tablet Interpreter Manual by Alexander Drexler, which goes really into detail about the use of the tablet for interpreters. So take a look at it. The next thing I would like to talk is about all these devices. This is really important. This is the footrest. And I strongly suggest to buy a really simple one, a really sturdy one, because you need to rest your feet on a plain surface, because otherwise your legs weigh too much and you tend to curve your back and be in a really unhealthy position when you're working for hours in front of a computer. This is another device some people really like, and it's a vertical mouse. The natural position of our hands is this, not this. So these mouses, you can grab them in a more natural position, not forcing this delicate area of the wrist, and you can work with it. Some people prefer it. That is a USB pedal. You work it, pressing it with your foot, and basically it's a simple device that will do whatever you set it up to do. You can set it up to press a specific keyboard shortcut or do a specific action. So combined with the speed of your hands, you can be more productive using a USB pedal, but depends on your preferences. JustGetFlux.com is a website I really recommend because Most of you will have a smartphone that it will reduce the brightness of your screen when it's dark. So this is the same theory applied to monitors, to computer monitors. It will make the colors less bright, more dimmed, and the color itself, it will be warmer when it's nighttime. So your eyes will be more relaxed and you will work in a more healthy way. This is a monitor. Every time people ask me, what is the size of the monitor I should buy? And I always answer, buy the biggest you can afford. This is in my desktop, I use a 32 inches monitor, but as you can see, this is my TV. I'm recording this from my dining room, and this is a TV, but behind this TV there is a CPU, a computer connected using HDMI technology with a cable. The HDMI is the new standard for connecting computers to projectors or to TV screens. The HDMI can send audio and can send also image, and it's really plug and play. You just plug it and it works immediately. So this is something maybe you want to consider. For some of you that have a home office and you don't have enough room to work, to have a separate office in your house, this is another solution I work with. This is a TV, but I connect it to a computer and I have this wireless keyboard with a mouse pad. So sometimes I prefer to work here because this is a 55 inches monitor and I work really well with this TV. I like to proofread documents here and I like to edit images and video in this screen because it's more comfortable. And then the chair. Remember, the chair is the thing you're going to touch more during your lifetime. We are seated on a chair for hours and days and months, so choose wisely and remember, buy the best chair you can afford. It's really an investment in your health. And finally, I'm really keen on virtual assistants. I have some of them here, and I work with Siri in my phone, but I'm using my phone to record this video, so I cannot show it to you. But this is something not many translators use, and these are the virtual assistants. Here is the Amazon Echo, that is the Google Home, and that is HomePod from Apple, which is like having a speaker with Siri integrated in it. And then you have, in Windows, you have Cortana, and you have a very practical feature, which is the speech recognition. So you can use your Windows to dictate your translations or your text. My computer is in Spanish, but let me show you how it works, because I can use Cortana to open applications and do more things than dictating text. Hola Cortana. Abre el bloc de notas.
De acuerdo. Abriendo bloc de
I'm
notas.
asking Cortana to open the notepad. And I can say, Cortana, abre el reconocimiento de voz. Hola Cortana, abre el reconocimiento de voz.
Muy bien. Iniciando reconocimiento de voz de Windows.
I'm asking Cortana to open the speech recognition feature, which is really, really good in Windows because it's much better than in the past. So, as I guess you know, some applications like Dragon Naturally Speaking, we usually apply to dictating texts. Now you have this feature in Windows where you can dictate your text using this, which is really included in Windows. I think it's from Windows 8. This is a Windows 10. So go ahead and give it a try. Let me close this. Okay, so this is Alexa, and I use Alexa also to as an assistant when I'm translating, to confirm data, to know some things in depth while I'm writing, or to really see.
I don't know that.
She heard her name. For instance, I can say, Alexa, how many calories in an orange?
1 serving of orange, 1 fruit, 2 7/8 diameter, has 68.6 calories.
Okay, that is one of the questions I can ask. I can ask, of course, to set reminders and alerts and shopping lists and many things, but I like to use it for documentation process. So I can ask Alexa, how many people live in France?
According to the CIA World Factbook, as of 2017, the population of France is 67.1 million people.
Alexa, stop. And then I have Google Home. My Google Home is set up in Spanish, but you can set up in any language. All these virtual assistants work better if you use English because they had more time to invest in the database and all the answers they can give you in English. So I prefer to use Alexa in English and some other assistants in Spanish, like Google Home. For instance, I can tell Google Home while I'm working to translate things using Google Translate. For instance, I can say, okay Google, ¿cómo se dice cardiopatía y septicemia en inglés?
Heart disease and septicemia.
Okay, so it will use the Google Translate engine, and that's kind of practical because sometimes while I'm typing, I can ask for things not using my hands. So consider using all these devices to increase your productivity. And remember, if you have an iPhone, you can also use Siri to set up location-based reminders. For instance, I can ask my phone to remind me to send a translation job when I get back to home or when I get back work, or I can tell Siri to remind me something when I get to the gym. Of course, you have to specify the addresses of your work, of your home, or your gym in order for Siri to work. And finally, I would like to suggest this software. This is not a hardware piece, it's a software called AutoHotkey. Just Google it and you will find some tutorials, really fine tutorials in YouTube. And this is a software, free software you can use to save some typing, because you can set up the software to type things for you. It's kind of an autocorrect function for your computer. So if you're comfortable with the autocorrect features, you can set them up for your computer. So take a look at it, and I hope you like it. Well, that's all I have to say today. So, oops, let me see. I hope you enjoyed these tips, and thank you for watching. Bye.